437 days. That's how long I've been investing in Vanguard's VOO. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over how my investment has performed since that time. Now, guys, these investment update videos are some of my most favorite videos to make because it allows me to show that you don't need a lot of money to get started with investing. We can take a look at day one of this investment challenge, and we can fast forward and go to day 437, and you can see that small investments over a long period of time can actually help you to start build wealth. So if you're someone that thinks that you can't get started with investing because you don't have $500, $1,000, or whatever amount of money that you think that you need to get started, these videos highlight and illustrate that that's simply not true. I mean, let's think about it. If you're someone that buys coffee every single morning on their way to work, or you actually go out and buy lunch every day whenever you're at work, you can simply just scale back on some of those purchases and use that money to start investing. And no, this video is not about you investing instead of spending money on coffee, but it is to highlight that the little amounts of money that we spend through our daily life could be diverted and used to actually invest. And over time, it can make a difference in your ability to build wealth. And with the market continuing to trade at or near all-time highs, this is a perfect opportunity for us to get into the market and ride the wave of this bull market. Now, of course, no one can predict when the market will start to pull back, because let's face it, we have been moving to the upside for quite some time, and at some point we will see some downward movement in the market. So when people ask, hey Clarence, why are you investing in the stock market at or near all-time highs? My response is consistent. I'm averaging in on a daily basis whether the market is up or the market is down, because I know I can't time the market. So my plan is to continue to invest, because being in the market, whether it's up or down, beats not being in the market. All right, so let's jump in and let's take a look at how VOO has been performing for me over the last 437 days. All right, so right now I'm taking a look at the home screen of my investment in VOO. So over the last 437 days, I am up $393.70. or 17.85%. So I'm up almost 18% in my investment. Now, mind you, I'm only investing $5 every single day. So if you wanted to invest $10 every single day, or if you wanted to invest $500 per month, then you'd be up more than this $393, right? And if you wanted to invest weekly instead of daily, or monthly instead of daily, then that's completely fine. I'm investing daily because I wanted to see about how the small daily contributions can actually grow over time. So there's no right or wrong way to invest. Next, we'll take a look at the daily P&L. And as of right now, I'm down $3.20 or 0.12%. And then we'll take a look below that. We'll take a look at the market value. So I have a total market value of $2,599.53. And the total cost of my investment in VOO is $2,205.83, and have an average purchase price of $517.09. I have an overall quantity of 4.265 shares of VOO, and this investment makes up 39.35% of my portfolio. And if you guys have watched any of my previous update videos, you know that VOO is one of 3 index funds that I invest in this portfolio. And the last price that we were able to purchase VOO at was $609.38. All right, so we'll flip over here to this screen right here. And as you can see, that VOO is currently trading at $610.13. We have a 52-week high of $613.51. And of course, we'll take a look at that 52-week low, which is $440.18. So as you can see, there's a pretty large delta in between the 52-week high and the 52-week low. And since we're investing every single day, we were able to make some investments at the 52-week low. And of course, we are now purchasing near the 52-week high. All right, right now we're taking a look at a monthly candlestick chart for VOO. Each one of these candlesticks represents 1 month of trading and movement in this position in the stock market. And as you can see, we just continue to move to the upside. I'm not seeing anything on this monthly candlestick chart from a pattern perspective that leads me to believe that we're going to see a pullback in the market. Now, of course, if you recall, we cannot predict the direction of the market. So we're just going to continue to ride this wave to the upside. Now, in a previous video, I mentioned that I thought that within the next 5 years, VOO would be trading at least $1,000 a share. So the fact that we can continue to dollar cost average in, even at $613, which is a 52-week high, within the next 5 years, when this position hits $1,000 per share, we'll look back and we'll wish that we'll be able to purchase shares of VOO at $613. All right, now let's take a look at what the analysts are saying. So one of the things that I like about Webull is it gives you an opportunity to take a look at some analysis and take a look at what the analysts are saying. Now, one thing that I always say, you have to do your own research, and part of that research may be taking a look at what some of the financial analysts say. I use this as a guide. I don't use this to make decisions on whether or not I should continue to invest in a position or if I should sell my position. So just kind of keep that in mind. But if we take a look at the short-term technical analysis here, the analysts are saying that it's a bearish signal. So they think in the short term, we may start to see some pullback in the market. And then if we flip over here and we take a look at the medium analysis here, medium term analysis, they're saying that there's even bearish events outweigh bullish events. So they think in the medium term that we will see some pullback in VOO, which in turn will be a pullback in the market because VOO tracks the S&P 500. But if we flip over and we take a look at the long-term analysis, it says all events are bullish. So in the short and the medium term, some analysts believe that we will see a pullback in the market. And then in the long term, those same analysts think that we will see some bullish movement, which means movement to the upside. So what this is telling me, if I'm taking a look at what the analysts are saying, right, and I'm using that as a data point in my analysis on whether or not I want to continue to invest in a position, this tells me that in the short and the medium term, if we see a pullback in the market, then that's going to give me an opportunity to purchase this position at a discounted price. So that's the way that I'm interpreting this when I see the analyst comments. All right, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the performance of VOO. Now, right now, I'm taking a look at the performance since the inception of this index fund. And I won't read all of these to you, but over the past 5 years, we've seen 114.80% return. Over the last 3 years, it's 91.09. Over the last year, 17.58. Over the last 6 months, 20.11. The 3 months, 8.23. And the last month, 3.21%. So as you can see, since the inception of this fund, it has provided strong returns year over year. And that makes sense because it tracks the S&P 500, and we know that the S&P 500 has continued to increase over time. All right, so that's my investment in Vanguard's VOO. Overall, I'm happy with the returns. I'm up almost 18% in just under 2 years. And the only thing that I've done is invested $5 every single day or $100 a month over the last 437 days. And the best part about it is I put this on autopilot. So it's actually making this purchase every single day. I don't have to go in and do anything. So not only am I able to invest in my financial future, but I don't have to do anything after I set it up. So if you're one of those people that don't think that they have enough money to get started with investing, I started investing with just $5. And in under 2 years, I've already seen almost an 18% return on my money. And there are some people that started in this challenge with me that have much higher returns than I have, and they have invested more money than $5 a day or $100 a month. So it's really up to you on how much you want to invest. But the biggest things that I want you to take away from this video is that 1, you don't need a lot of money to get started with investing. And 2, as long as you keep your money in the market and continue to invest in dollar cost average, you will continue to see your net worth grow. All right, let's take a look at some of the comments that I received on my last VOO update video. I like some of the comments that you guys leave, especially if they are from people that started to invest with me at any point over the last almost 2 years. So very first comment here, VOO is great. Mix the portfolio with the growth stock and you're good. Good comment. If you haven't watched any of my previous videos, then you know that I'm also investing in Vanguard's VGT, which is an aggressive growth technology-based index fund. So I paired the S&P 500 with an aggressive growth index fund. So good call out on that. And I absolutely agree. Next comment, good morning. I have VOO and reinvest my dividends. I am in it for the long run and enjoy the process. Great video. I really appreciate the feedback and I'm glad that you are investing in VOO. You're reinvesting your dividends back into your position. And more importantly, you are in it for the long haul. I always say that building wealth is a slow process, especially in the beginning. But once you continue to invest 1, 3, 5, 10, 15 years, that's when you're really going to see the payoff. And if you can stay consistent and delay gratification for a period of time, you will start to see your account grow. So shout out to you. And then the last comment that I'll read, well done with VOO. I slowly chucking along behind you. I now have both VOO and VGT in my Vanguard Roth portfolio. I'm telling you, so this person right here, they have started investing with me in this challenge and they have stayed consistent. And I've seen a lot of their comments in my videos letting me know how they're doing. And I always appreciate that. So if you started investing with me at any point over the last year plus, leave a comment down below and let me know, what are you investing in? How much are you investing every single month? And more importantly, how is your investment doing? How's your returns, right? And are you staying consistent? That's another big one. Guys, I started building out this portfolio on this channel because I wanted to actually build out a portfolio and show you every single thing that I can. I want to be as transparent as possible. So if there's any questions that you have about my portfolio, about investing in general, leave a comment down below. I read every single comment and I try to respond to every single comment that you guys leave. And if you haven't caught any of my previous update videos, I am now investing $10 every single day into Bitcoin. I'm doing that on the Robinhood app. I'm not doing it daily. I'm investing $50 every single week. I have it set up to auto purchase in Robinhood. So I'm going to be giving an update on that sometime in October. And I'd like to show you guys how that investment has been performing in just over 2 months' time. If you got some value from this video, consider subscribing. And while you're at it, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.